Welcome everyone, my name is Blazing Fury from Blazing Fury Gaming, and I'm going to be bringing you an OBS tutorial. This is Open Broadcaster software. It's version 0.638b, 64-bit is the one that I currently have. And I guess I'm going to go over some basic settings and the way to get started, the basic way to using OBS. So I'm going to drag OBS into the screen here. What's going to happen is you're going to see it goes kind of like an Inception-y type deal, right? Exciting. First off, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to change some settings. I don't necessarily have the always on top thing or whatever, full screen preview mode, exciting. But I just go into my settings and I have some general settings to go over. I use English, but you can use whatever language you want, yada yada. You can set profiles or add new profiles if you wish. I have a bunch of them, but it's because I stream and I record and I stream to two different places. I'm just going to go over a basic recording setting for you. For streaming, I might do another video if you guys want me to. This is just going to be straight for recording videos or recording your desktop, recording games, stuff like that. So generals, this is what it looks like. It's nothing too exciting, whatever. When you're going to go into encoding, this is where things start to get kind of crazy. Now, I use my NVIDIA ENVENC, EVNEC. This is just the encoder that I use because my NVIDIA graphics card is capable of doing that. Most people will just want to use the ×264 setting. If you don't know if your computer can handle it or your graphics card can handle this kind of a setting, just go with 264. It will work just fine. When recording game footage on your computer, I choose to not use CBR. This is constant bitrate, meaning I don't necessarily record in 10,000 kilobits per second if the game or whatever does not require that. So if I'm just staring at a single frame for a while, like if I'm playing Minecraft and I'm not moving, that 10,000 BPS is just not necessary. So I have it on variable bitrate essentially. I max the quality, but as my computer can handle that, you might have to change that a little bit for you depending on your computer. On their website on OBS, there is a forum post that gives you a calculator of what you should be using. And I recorded 10,000 kbs as my maximum. Now I said this is a variable setting, it can fluctuate. Sometimes it only records, and as you can see down here, it's only recording at 1300 because I'm not doing anything on screen, 13 to 17. But if I start doing some crazy stuff, that number will go up and it will go up to 10,000. Audio encoding, use AAC. I use a bitrate of 160 and 48 kilohertz with stereo sound. Now we're not going to go over to broadcasting settings because we're not going over that. We're just doing recording. I guess I could show you something real quick. The file that you save your folder or your recordings to will be right here. You can browse, you can pick where you want to save them. And it's also going to give you the extension as it's going to save it as. Same thing with your replay buffer if you decide you want to do it that way. And we'll go to the video next. You want to pick your graphics card that it's going to choose. I just go with the resolution of my monitor to record in, and I do not downscale it, and I record in 60 FPS. And if you're using Windows and you plan on doing a monitor capture of any sort, you want to make sure that you disable Aero, because it causes frame rate lag and stuff like that. It's crazy, but it doesn't hurt your computer at all to disable Aero. I would suggest disabling it for most of your recordings. Now as for audio, you want to make sure that you select your output device. So right now I have it on speakers, even though it's technically my headphones, it's just the speaker output, that's where my headphones are connected to. And then I have my microphone, which is a Samson CO1U. I have that selected, and then I have a desktop boost to increase the sound that comes out of, or increase the sound that is going to my speakers and stuff from games and stuff like that. And I don't need a mic boost, And I don't use push to talk, but you can use that. You can put the delay on it, and you can offset the same, or offset your mic and stuff like that. Hotkeys, the only ones I use are start and stop recording. I do need to get a microphone mute, but I don't have that one at the moment. And under advanced, these are the presets and stuff that I use. I'll just let it sit here. If you guys want to copy them, you can. There's nothing too fancy going on here. It's just, it depends on the encoder that you're using and stuff like that. We're not using QuickSync encoder, and you can use a microphone noise gate if you wish. If you have a noisy environment and you want to make sure that you're only picking up your voice, you can enable a noise gate, which basically will only turn on whenever enough noise has traveled to it, and then it will turn off when that noise is decreased to a certain level as far as what's being recorded. So that's that, and I guess we'll get into actually using the software. First thing you're going to notice is you have two sections down here with called scenes and sources. Now your first thing is you're going to want to right click on scenes, and you're going to want to add a scene. Alright, so you're going to go tutorial scene, and it's going to come up and it's going to be blank. There's going to be nothing there. Alright, crazy. Oh my gosh. And that's what you're going to get. Currently you're seeing a black screen most likely. So then you want to, I'm going to go back to this one. You're going to right click here, click add, and then you're going to click on monitor capture to start with. You won't necessarily use monitor capture, but I have to do this to show you guys exactly what's going on. When you do that, it's going to prompt you to name it. I named my monitor capture, and then this screen is going to pop up. This is going to be basically the properties of that monitor capture that you have. I have it selected as monitor 1, because I have two monitors. I have my mouse cursor captured so that you can see that, and then I don't currently have a subregion, but you can select one, and when you do that, it'll pop up this white box that you can resize. As you can see, you can make it smaller or whatever, and it will only capture that section of the screen. And you can also chroma key. Basically, you can get rid of anything in a specific color spectrum, which is very useful for green screen recording and stuff like that, but I'm not going to go over that for now. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find, say, the game that you're playing. So we're going to go with, or whatever you're trying to record. I'm going to start with a game capture. I'm going to game capture. I'm just going to call it game capture for now. I'm going to select the League of Legends client, and I'm going to overlay that. Now what that should do is it should give me a game capture. You should be able to see that. I have to turn off the monitor capture for you to see it. Alright, so that's that. Monitor capture, exciting. You click on it. Oh, Eric was online. Cool deal. I missed that. Oh, did it not work today? Guess it didn't work today. Either way, let's see here. So that's the game capture. We'll turn back on the monitor capture so you can see that. I'll minimize it, and I'm going to turn off the game capture so you can see what's going on here. Now with this, you can change the properties of it. You can use a hotkey to switch to it, or turn it on or off or whatever like that. Invert cursor, stuff like that. All great stuff, but it's pretty much just what you're selecting, and that's about it. Now you can resize any frame you want by I'll get to that in a second actually. So then the next thing I want to go over is the video capture device. This is a webcam or other type of recording device you have. It's mostly used as a webcam. I use mine. I'll capture it and it should pop up any second now. There it is. So that's me. Hi. Look at the camera. Basically this can be resized, drug around. You can change the resolution of it. You want to select the one that's yours, configure it, everything like that. I pretty much don't mess with any of those settings. I just go with whatever it suggests. Exciting, right? And that's that. I'm going to turn that off for now because I don't really necessarily need you to see me. That's how you do a webcam. The next thing I'm going to go with is text. Now text is easy. You just come into this screen here. You pick your font, your colors, your size, whether you want it bold, stuff like that, and then you type in whatever you want to say. Hi there. And then it pops up on your screen. You can edit it, you can move it around, and it will be on your recording. Hi there. Exciting, right? Now, as you can see, it kind of distorts if you make it too big. If you change the font and stuff like that, that distortion is less. It's meant to be the size that it was produced at, but exciting. Another way you can do text is you can add text from a file. Text from file. So that means if you edit the file, the text in this file will change. So let's go for now. We're going to click on this points thing. And you see it says 500 points. Now the cool thing about that is that if you take the file, which I'll open up real quick. You can see this, that's the file there. It says points. If I were to say 5,000 and shift it, it will change exactly what it says. So if I were to say the points were now 250, oh, my number pad's on apparently. 250. See how it changes like that? It's pretty exciting. So we'll move on to, let's see, what else do we have? So I'll pull that off. I'll drop that down here for a second. Exciting stuff. Oh, did not mean to do that. Okay, so apparently I only have a part of my monitor captured. Oh, because I only captured a part of my monitor. I didn't realize that it actually used that subregion. Alright, we're back. So, there's my monitor again. So again, you can move that stuff around, stuff like that. It's exciting. Use double click, resize. Oof. Next thing we're going to go over is adding an image. Basically, you just select an image from your computer, like say this right here, and click OK, and it will select an image for you. You can resize it. You can change its opacity by going to properties. I can make it 50 and it'll become kind of transparent. It's exciting, right? We're going to turn that off for now, but you can do the same thing with a slideshow. So if I were to say add all of these things to the slideshow, hit OK. As you can see, we have Aatrox up there. And if we edit the properties, it will, every 10 seconds it should change. And it will fade in and out to the next thing. It's pretty exciting. I mean, if you have something you want to flash on screen for just a little bit and you want it to rotate through, like your logo or something like that, you can do that with this. I don't usually use the slideshow, but it is a very popular combination of things you can do. Give that a collie. Alright, so I'm going to set that up in the corner there. And then we're going to move on to the next one, which is the last thing that we're going to cover, which is a window capture. So basically, we're going to capture my, let's see here. Well, I was going to capture my window capture. Yeah, okay, we're going to capture my internet browser. And you see it's just going to copy the entire window. You can do the same thing with the subregion on this. You can select a subregion, you can make it opaque or change the opacity of it. Nothing too fancy there. And then once you have everything set up, resized and everything like that, you select your game or whatever you're recording, you can actually go in and start recording. All you pretty much have to do is click that start recording button or push the hotkey that you selected. And that's about it. Now there are other advanced options. If you saw that there was a CLR browser and the global source thing that I didn't really go over, and the direct show audio source, that's stuff that's a little advanced that you don't necessarily need when doing this for a beginner. If you guys want more advanced tutorials or like go over how I have my pregame selection here, like how I set all this up and how it is a little bit exciting or whatever, you can ask in the comments below, and I will try to get a more advanced tutorial going with how I set all this stuff up. You guys, I hope you guys enjoy the video. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and come watch me live stream at twitch.tv/blazenfury2314. Don't forget to have a wonderful day.